Well, hello there.
Howdy, I'm Alex, and
I'm Colin, and we're here to welcome you to the first episode of Fireside Reviews.
Yeah.
Two classy gentlemen.
college guys who love movies. We love movies. Absolutely
movies,
love
more
them.
than him.
Yeah, even me. And actually, the funny thing, this is our second complete take of the video.
Yeah, if you see this is a fire, or it was a fire.
Yeah.
And then we burnt down that. Well, we didn't burn down the house, but it came close.
We came really close. It was.
Remember, kids, only you can prevent forest fires.
Only you.
The first step is don't be a moron and put your books on top of the fireplace.
Yeah, we're not doing that again. And we did safely take care of the fire, contain it. We will show a little clip of that at the end of this video. But let's actually welcome everybody. Let's move to the movie. Oddly enough, this is our very first video.
It's our very first video.
Yeah.
Number one.
We are number one. And symbolically, we're doing the movie Arrival. We're going to be kind of talking about that.
Yeah.
So it's starring Amy Adams, Jeremy Renner, and it's directed by
Denis Villeneuve. So this is a sci-fi movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. So kind of the premise is that Amy Adams plays a linguist,
Yeah.
and she works with Jeremy Renner to translate the language of the species of alien
Yeah.
that arrives on.
They're really interesting. It's based off a short story, and it has a lot of different characteristics to it. And a lot of people are saying different things. So let's kind of go right into it and just look at the pros. What do you think the pros are of this movie?
All right, so we already mentioned the lead, so let's just talk about the performances for a moment.
Yeah.
I thought they were pretty good. Amy Adams is a really fantastic actor.
She did, and even though she had a rough spot, she's she moved
taken
away.
a couple roles I don't think she should have.
No, yeah, but you know what? She's doing good. She's doing good. She's back at it. She's healthy. She looks great.
She looks great. Doing good job.
It's great. And Jeremy Renner's never disappointed me.
Yeah,
he's never disappointed me.
He's very charismatic.
Yeah.
I really enjoy watching him. I think he's just a cool guy to watch. So I think he did a good job.
So, also the special effects were pretty good. I mean, there's some pretty trippy stuff.
Yeah,
it was pretty trippy.
It reminds me of my college days that haven't even happened yet.
Yeah, if you were smoking weed, you would understand if you watch. Well, actually,
it's like a little
we're not going to
preview
advertise
to
this
what is to come.
weed, but if you do, we don't judge. Regardless, though, it was good.
Yeah, I really enjoyed kind of the style and the tone they took. If you see like the alien ship, it's just a really impressive thing. Kind of reminds me of the Monolith, almost
but
ripped off from Stanley Kubrick.
If you look at the con side of it, though, I mean, for me, I think it was good special effects. The only thing I didn't like is I felt like I needed glasses at times. Like the focus was a little quirky and it was a little blurry at times. Where I'm just like, where are my glasses? Looking around.
Take that into consideration, though. There's just some really fantastic stuff going on, like the scene where they go up into the spaceship without spoiling anything. It's just really interesting to watch. It kind of makes you get
some
into the
interstellar
scene and
when it comes to some cool special effects. Yeah, the scripting wasn't too well for the romance or any kind of. It was it felt forced. It felt really inorganic.
It was kind of like all of a sudden, like, oh, that's a thing now.
Well, evidently that happened.
Right.
Yeah. I think the music added to a factor of it. The music wasn't too symbolic. It was there. It existed, but it was
as far as the score goes, there are some nice cues in it. There's some cello cues in the beginning and the end.
As you said earlier, it was more of just kind of more sound effect than sound effect.
Right. But no, I think it was very functional. I think it did a good job. It was like the Ford Ranger of of soundtracks.
Anywho, we're not going to talk about Ford Ranger right now. What we are going to talk about, though, is kind of like the ratings. So I want to look a little more specifically. If you look at the first thing we always kind of judge is kind of 1 through 20. Okay, if it gets a 19 out of 20, it's like God himself inspired this film. Stepped down, produced, directed, and starred. It was excellent. If you look more specifically, what do you think, Colin, about the performance? Say, how would you 1 through 4? How would you rank the performance?
I think they were good performances. I don't think there were any Megan Fox moments, but I don't think we had a Daniel Day-Lewis in this movie, unfortunately. And I think it's kind of limited by the script as well.
Yeah, it was.
So it's one of those cases where again they did a very good job for what they had.
Now, I want to look more specifically in the special effects. I think they did really good there.
Yeah,
it was some really great moments. There are some personal preference issues you may have.
Oh yeah, definitely. I think the role of special effects is to kind of immerse you in the movie. You don't want like Indiana Jones 3, so Indiana Jones 4. Well, it's 4. Yeah, Indiana Jones 4.
Yes.
Alien level. if it takes you out of the movie, that's when the special effects don't work. When it
really,
draws you in.
No, and it did draw us in. I would give it a 3 out of a 4.
Yeah, definitely. It was good. It wasn't like the best stuff I've ever seen.
Move a little on towards the soundtrack. I would say the soundtrack was like 2.5. It was okay.
Pretty middle of the road.
It was.
I mean, we've already talked about it. It is what it is. As far as the storyline went, I really enjoyed it. I think it's definitely a thinking man's film, but I think it maybe gets a bit too much into its own head, and it doesn't really explore kind of the human connection.
So overall, what would you think? Like overall general appeal for the general public, the random dude going into the theater. What do you think?
I'm probably going to give it another 2.5. You know, again, it's a solid film, but I don't know if it'll work for everyone. You know, if
I would want to go almost less than 2.5. I mean, we can do 2.5, but honestly, I would want to. Like, I don't even think it's that much. It's overhyped.
I definitely think it's a 2.5.
Overall, though, if you overall add all of our scores, we said what? 2.5, 3, 2.5, 2.5, and 2.5. I'm not a mathematician, but out of 20, that would give you like what? 13.
Did this math beforehand.
I did do this math beforehand. I stood up all night. 13 out of 20, and I did the math for this too, and my mom helped. It was about 65%. It was 65%.
65%.
That's what we rate this movie as. It was a decent film. It had a lot of missed opportunities, but for the acting and for what people were given, they made it work and they made it look good. It was 65%.
So Arrival is just a solid movie. I think if you go in knowing what it is, knowing that it's a thinking movie, not like an action movie or anything like that, I think you'll enjoy it. I think you'll have a good time with it. Do I think it's film of the year? Probably not. It's a good movie.
Well, that about wraps it up here in Fireside Reviews. I appreciate all of your watching this. I ask you to like and subscribe all of our videos.
Right. And if you saw Arrival, tell us what you think. Did you like it? Did you dislike it? Did you agree with us? Let us know.
Yeah, put that all in the comments below, and we ask you to stay tuned for next time in Fireside Reviews.
And for all of you at home, keep it classy. And don't burn your house down.
We almost burned our house down. Was it that classic?
This movie, it's if you want to get drunk with your friends and watch a movie, go find something else.
Yeah, and you won't understand.
Go watch a Fast and Furious movie.
What is Jordan?
Open up the window there, Emmy.
Is the fire department on its way? Are we shutting down this?
No, it's not.
Premature end. Fireside Reviews.
Where's the smoke coming? Smoke's coming from here. It's getting too hot. Hold.
Shoot.
Okay, grab that.